Hi, my name is Lee. I had caffeine today, so we're going to talk about long books in my TBR jar. Some of you may think these books are actually really short, and some of you may think they are atrociously long. Some of you may be like, why is that book in your TBR jar? Let me tell you why. Because it's there. It just is. Deal with it. I have a whole pile. Will I even try to lift it? I'm going to try and lift it. It's humongous! Let's talk over them. Let's start with Bleak House. This is a really old copy. Look how pretty it is. I think it's a mystery. It's by Charles Dickens. It's 674 pages. Whoa. Yeah. Isn't it pretty though? I have no idea what this book is about. I'm hoping it's good. It's one of my sister's favorite books ever. Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell is in this list. It is one of those books where I'm like, I'm not sure whether I will hate this book or love this book or just feel meh about it. It's kind of like, I don't want to get to 700 pages into it and realize I hate this book, you know? Kind of an intimidating thing, you know? It is thick. The font is actually not that bad. But yeah, Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. We'll see when we get to that. Similar to Gone with the Wind is Vanity Fair by William Makepeace Thackeray. Thackeray! I actually watched the movie of this with Reese Witherspoon, and it was a pretty good movie, and that's when I decided to buy the book. And you think, this isn't that skinny. It is over 700 pages. It just has really thin pages, you know? The font's not that bad, though. I have 2 copies of Vanity Fair. This one I'm getting rid of because the spine is broken. And I'm judgmental of those things. Next, let's go to another Charles Dickens book. This is my sister's favorite Charles Dickens book, which is Our Mutual Friend. It's about 2 siblings, I think. If I remember what she told me about it, she told me about so much about this book. Do I remember any of it? No, and I like it that way because I don't like knowing what's going to happen. When I read Little Dorrit, I read in the same edition as this, and I took either so long or I'm so hard on the book that I wore off the ink all down the spine. It happened. I am ashamed. Not really. I also have Fairy Tales from Around the World by Andrew Lang, which you may have noticed I own because I mentioned it in my Princess Mayblossom retelling video. Princess Mayblossom is not in this edition specifically. I have read some of the fairy tales in it. I have bookmarks all through it. I've not finished it yet. Before we get to my last book, which is the longest ever of all time, and I'm scared of it more, but this book is by my second favorite author of all time, Alexandre Dumas' The Last Cavalier. Yeah! I don't know. I think it's in one of his series. I'm not exactly sure. It is about some stuff during Napoleon's time, I guess. I'm hunching weird. I have no idea what any of these books are about. Is that terrible? It's just terrible. I just buy them because I like the movies, or I like the author, or I get recommended them by other people. Oops. Oh, I should say, the honorable mention is Crime and Punishment. But it's way shorter than all of these, and it's crazy that Crime and Punishment is shorter than all of these. The last book in this list of the longest books in my TBR jar, it is a terrible thing. It is a tragedy. Alas, I don't know when I will ever read this book. The last book in this list is Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes. Am I pronouncing that right? Probably not. It has super tiny text and really thin pages. And I got it in this edition because I was like, this will be way easier to read this way and have it be able to be, like, movable instead of, like, a huge book that is really stiff. But goodness gracious, is this book intimidating me. I can't even bear to look at it right now. Just can't. I'm not really easily intimidated by really, really thick tomes. But these. But they are my TBR jar, and so every time I grab my TBR jar, I secretly wonder, am I going to grab Don Quixote or Bleak House? I'm being overdramatic. I'm fine. I got through the Silmarillion, so I can do this too. That's my video. These are the longest books in my TBR jar. What are some of the longest books on your shelves or that you would ever want to read? Would you read Don Quixote? Would you really though? Okay. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me below what your longest book on your shelf is or that you want to read. Have a good afternoon, and I hope you're reading good books. It's crazy. It's crazy. Ow. Okay, keep going.